day, a new moment with new freshness. Welcome to Home Hits. My name is Kristen Stevens and this is KTS. And we are going to do a great thing. What we usually do, we're going to get to the hit of the week. After that, we're going to join with our great artists. Welcome back, and one thing that I know is that you can really testify to us that that was a hit of the week. And that, as I promised you earlier, we are going to have our guest, and she's already here.
Yes.
What a beauty queen.
Thank you.
So what's your name? Because I would love the name to come from the beauty.
Yeah, my name is NESS. That is my stage name. But my real names are Nabifo, Esther.
Nabifo Esther.
Yes, Sirengo Simiyu. That is actually what forms NESS.
Oh, that's what. Oh, yeah. Maybe you can repeat that again.
Yeah, NESS stands for N is Nabifo. Okay. E is for Esther. First S is for Sirengo. The last S is for Simiyu.
All of those names.
All of those names are my name. They are summarized to NESS.
It's NESS.
Yeah.
NESS.
Yes.
You are, I was talking to you earlier, I was asking you, are you a gospel artist or are you a minister?
I'm a minister of the word through music.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. You're a minister of the word through music.
Yes.
I really, really, really do like it. Thank
you.
I really do love that a lot. So we're going to go first thing first. Let's look at your music. And I don't know, how many music have you produced so far? Because I'm looking at you with an album and singles. Maybe we can hear from you from each and every songs that you produced.
Yeah, I have around 11 songs.
Okay.
Currently out, audio and video. I have my first album, which is called Nielekeze. I launched it in 2010. And after that, I had a break, a family break. Then I came back with my first single, that is Nasikia Kuitwa. Then my second single, Umenitunza. And now just released my third single, Yale Umetenda.
Yale Umetenda.
Yes.
I'm really quite interested because I want to know what would make you move from producing an album to producing singles. Yeah.
Actually, the first time I released an album, at that moment, album were working. We would go out and distribute albums. People would afford to get them. But as time changes, everything has changed.
Yeah,
we are now in a different world.
Yeah, sure.
So you also have to move with the trend and get to understand what is going on in the world and not to be so rigid, move on with what is taking place. And with also financial constraint as an upcoming artist.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, producing an album is very expensive compared to producing a single.
Okay.
And then taking a single out is also easier than taking an album out.
Oh.
Yeah, so I decided I'll be doing a single, one song after another. Then when they are full an album, I launch.
Oh, you launched them?
Yeah, I launched them.
So you can say it's part of it's a marketing strategy, and still you're looking at what you're giving us.
Exactly. Exactly.
You don't really want to get one out of it because the gospel must go on.
Exactly.
Despite everything.
Yeah.
I cannot help but notice about you taking a family break. We're going to discuss that. Because I know the audience too are wondering, a family break?
Yes.
So they want to know, what about the family break? But what really interests me is Nielekeze. Why did you decide to do Nielekeze as your very first album? Because somebody would perceive it to be like a prayer. That's what I really want to know about Nielekeze.
Yeah, and indeed it is a prayer. It was a prayer that I've seen God come through. At that time, actually, I was asking God to help me know how to go about this. I had the passion in me, I had the feeling, the call in me. I knew I've been called to minister through music, but I didn't know how. So I just went on my knees to ask God to take me through the way. Okay. That's why I sang that song Nielekeze, and at the same time it became the overall of the album. So basically it was a prayer. I was asking God, because you know it was the first time I was going in studio. So I was telling God, through this journey I want you to take me through it. Usiniache nyuma. Let's go together.
Let's talk together.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, really quite a word. I think that's what Moses said.
Yeah.
How to walk with us.
Exactly.
I will be taking a short break. When you come back, she will be telling us about the family break. When I look at her, I really don't find the family break part of it, but she'll be telling us more about that. Let's just take a short break. We'll be back in a bit. Welcome to Home Hits. My name is Christine Stevens, and this is the place where you get to listen to the great and most marvelous hits from our local artists. Today we're really much delighted to have a guest with us. I'm calling her a beauty queen. Thank you. I'm not flattering you. She's really a beauty queen. I know guys are going to fight that. Yeah. But as we went for a short break, I say that I can help notice about you talking about the family break. Yeah. I'm really interested to know about the family break. Yeah, actually, NESS is a gospel artist, but Esther is a married woman. Wow. Wow. Okay. And a mother of 2. Yeah, so basically that is where the family comes in. Yeah, now I'm married to Reverend Edward Simiyu. I bless God for him, and we are blessed with 2 kids, Debbie and Clive, and that is where I broke. You know, I went for take a break for family break.
Exactly.
I know the guys are shocked like I am. Oh yeah, they're really shocked.
Actually, just before when I released my first album, I wasn't married. So after getting married, it was between the first album and the first single. Okay. So in between there, after my first album, after a year, I got married. So then God blessed me. I was pregnant, so I went for a leave. And remember, God blessed me with twins. Twins. Yeah. So wow. In one way or the other, I had to concentrate on family. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Wow. How do you make it to balance all these kids? Being a wife to a reverend, that makes you reverend. You know, being a wife to a president. We usually say the wife is more of a president than the president himself. Exactly. So it really that really tells me that you're really deep into ministry. How do you balance between being a woman, being a mother, being an artist, and still being a reverend, because you take that role too. So how do you balance between all this? It's really quite overwhelming.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. But you see, everything at its own time. When it's time for music, it's time for music. And when it's time to be a mother, I'll be a mother. And when it's time to be a wife, I have to deliver as a wife. And when I'm outside in the church, to be a pastor's wife, I deliver my duties. I don't miss my times. I put them in order. Time management, key here. If you're not a good time manager of yourself, then you won't make it. Have to wake up very early in the morning, have some time to pray, take care of my kids going to school, embark on the daily duties, you know, take care of my husband and all that. And I'm not straining. It is fun. I thank God for it.
You're not straining?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a lot. People don't understand, but again, it's really...
And again, when God gives you something, He will always give you a way out. He'll always teach you how to go about it. I can say my kids are a blessing. And my kids are a blessing, but I'm blessed with a very good husband. Wow. I don't find difficulties because of the blessings that I feel God has put. You know, God has entrusted me to reach out to people through music, and He gives me time for that. He entrusts me with people to encourage, to counsel, and He gives me time for that. Wow. He will never give you something you can't handle.
You can't handle.
Exactly.
Wow, blessings that you cannot handle.
Yeah.
I really, that's really something for me. I'm really trying to talk about it. So let's talk about Umeni Tunza. It's one of your singles that you produced. Actually, it's the second single that you produced.
Yes.
Umeni Tunza. What really was running through your mind for you to do Umeni Tunza?
Yeah, actually, Umeni Tunza was a prayer that was to be answered. I wasn't saying something that has happened. I was believing God that it will happen. It was a trying moment with my family at that particular time. So I asked God to come through, and for that song, it was a revelation that God was telling me, I'm going to take care of you people. I'm going to take you from this valley to that land, you know. So I'm that person who believes. My faith is very strong. I don't believe that God can shame me, you know. So the song actually just confesses the goodness of God. That really, God, you've taken care of me. You've taken me from glory to another. I've seen you in one step to another. Yeah, but at that particular moment, I was very down. Spiritually, financially, we had family struggle. And I decided to confess that God has done it. And indeed, after 4 days, God did it.
So
yes.
You're confessing a blessing before seeing it.
Wow. And that is my nature. God gives me a song and it comes to pass.
So you just don't pick randomly subjects, but you pick things that you've really experienced yourself.
Yes.
Okay. So your music, how can we get your music, or where can we get you as an artist? Maybe we want you to come to certain worship experience.
Yes, I get you.
Maybe we won't ask you to give us a number, but how do we get you as an artist, and how do we get you music?
Yeah, I'm all over. You know, I'm a minister. I'm available for the service of God. Only for the service of God. And my music can be found on YouTube in my channel NESS. Yes. Then you can write me an email if you want to communicate to me at ness.music@gmail. You can find me on Facebook. My account is NESS Music. My page is NESS. You can also find me on Instagram. You can follow me on Instagram as NESS_music. You can get my music on YouTube in my channel NESS. You can also get my music on Skiza code. Just send a message to Skiza 1069 839 1069 839 to 811, and you'll get my song as your ringback tone. You can get me. You can communicate to me on my email. Send me an email. ness.music@gmail.com. My music can be found on my page NESS, like my page NESS. You will find all my music there. You can also talk to me over there. I'm on Facebook. My account is NESS Music. Find me on Instagram, ness_music, and on Twitter @NESS Music.
Wow, yeah, it's true. You're everywhere.
Yes.
She is everywhere. She is everywhere. Oh, wow. So as we conclude on this great moment that you've been having here, Yale Umetenda, I would just like you to introduce the song to us.
Yeah, actually, that is a song. It's a prayer that I see God answering, that God has done it, not tomorrow, not after 10 years, but just right now. It is a confession of faith that God will come through every situation that you go through, provided you confess. And this is the song. Bwana yale umetenda na kuna lolote linaweza linganishwa nawe, ni kunipenda kamtoa mwanao pekee anifie mimi. Bwana yale umetenda, hakuna lolote linaweza linganishwa nawe, ni kunipenda kamtoa mwanao pekee anifie mimi.
Wow! Yeah. As I said, she's a beauty. And actually, I'm going to slither that a little bit and say she is a songbird. Thank you so much, Ness.
Thank you.
And may you continue the great work that you're doing about ministering there.
Amen.
And may God give you grace. Wow, a mother, a minister, everything else. I really can't tell all of them.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us today. And thank you for finding time to be here with us on Home Hits. My name is Kristen Stevens, and do have a blessed